One, I'd like to talk to you today about the asset protection programs that we have available here at AFS. We call the group asset protection because it really incorporates the three large bundles that protect your profits from anyone or anything. Workplace safety, food safety, and loss prevention. With workplace safety, potential profit loss issues or concerns can happen through workers' compensation claims, lost time, customer complaints, team member complaints, general liability claims, emergencies, disasters, turnover, and of course, OSHA fines. We here at AFS offer structured safety program materials that include 2 annual reviews, OSHA required training documents, or JHA, which is a job hazard analysis of every job within your stores. Best practices, plan reviews, monthly calls, your chemical SDS program compliance, active shooter preparedness, and emergency response. The detailed safety reviews, an example on your left, would show the exception type, which is safety, the question that we're looking at when we walk the stores. The issue, also with a picture. However, behaviors don't necessarily always get a picture, as we don't want to embarrass any team members or cause any issues. The resolution or potential resolution, and that is the OSHA code. Many times we'll run into issues where owners or managers will say, why do I have to do that? So we like to provide that right in the resolution. And then comments, which typically includes where we saw the issue, what department it was in, and anything potentially that we can do to help you resolve that issue. OSHA required job-specific training is also available. We have manual documents right now that are job-specific within delis, grocery store, meat department, new hire, produce department, floral, coffee, pretty much anything that we have within the elements of the grocery store. We also have imminent danger, external apprehension training, and we offer many, many more. The chemical program, used to be known as an MSDS program, is now called a Global Harmonized Area, or an SDS program. A lot of people think that this is just an SDS sheet that they have to have in the store, but it is much more detailed than that. Stores are required to have a safety message, an approved chemical list, the required SDS sheets for the chemicals that they have in use in the stores, a PPP analysis. So that's looking at the chemical. How do you store it properly? What can it be mixed with? What type of equipment do your team members need to wear when they're using that equipment, such as safety goggles, gloves, and safety clothing? And it also requires that you train your team member on the chemicals that they are using. We cover Ecolab Chemicals, which is our partner at ARO, during a monthly safety call every month, and invite Ecolab to come on and talk about their chemicals and speak to these issues. A good safety program and best practices in your store is to have a safety program, a commitment by the ownership for that program, a leadership to manage the program, to talk to the program, and of course lead by example, policies and SOPs that refer to the program, the reviews that were talked about prior, training and retraining of your team members. OSHA requires that annual refresher training is completed. And another example of retraining that we do in some of the stores is when an incident occurs or an injury occurs within a department, we will retrain the entire department, such as cutting. Team member doesn't wear a cut glove. When they're cleaning the slicer, we will go in and send in a retraining on cutting to every team member in the hopes that the one team member or the rest of the team members will remind each other to wear a cut glove when they're performing these tasks. And then, of course, preparedness. Our food safety program, similar to the safety program, has potential profit loss in the stores of litigation, ill workers or ill customers, customer complaints, team member complaints, general liability, emergency, boil out orders, backflow, any other potential issues that can be designated by your health department, disaster, turnover, regulatory violations, brand integrity. For example, we have an inspector that requires a food handler's card for produce associates that are trimming. This could cause the store to have to go through and not only spend time and labor to get their team members trained on that, but of course the cost of the food handler's permit at all. This is not a regulatory issue. It is incorrect. It is incorrectly cited by the health department worker, and Associated can help you through those issues. We offer structured food safety program materials that include reviews by a certified food safety team, certified food safety manager training at cost, which is required in every store, best practices, a hazard analysis and critical control point plan, an annual verification, materials, and to be kept up to date on changes such as the bioengineered food labeling change that is going to hit us at the beginning of 2022. The detailed food safety reviews happen twice per year, and very similar to the workplace safety reviews that we saw, they are measured the same as a health department with a core violation, a priority foundation violation, and a priority violation. A priority violation from the health department could potentially cause a fine or a return visit. So the point of this is to walk you through those violations, and especially the priority foundation, since they're leading to the priority violations, so that you can work with your team on the behaviors or potentially the materials that need to be fixed in the store prior to the health department coming in. You will see the question that we're looking at, a picture of the issue, the food code reference, and then of course any comments above and beyond what you already see. We partner with Ecolab to offer the ability for the detailed reviews with no wait time. This means that when we're done with the review, either the review can be immediately sent if we're on the store Wi-Fi, or it will be sent as soon as we hit the nearest Wi-Fi during that visit. For our travel stores, potentially the longest you would wait until that evening when the inspector has returned to their hotel and is able to get on the Wi-Fi. We offer regulatory required policies such as the cleanup and disinfection for bodily fluids. Again, this is in the food code in every state, that you're required to have a plan, have a policy, and that your team members know and understand the plan. We have these documents done for you, and they're updated as needed every year. We offer hazard analysis and critical control point plans for those on the food safety program. The plans are free. Smoked meats, smoked produce, and the vacuum packing of lunch meat and cheese or raw marinated meat or poultry are the plans that we do offer. We do not offer at this time plans beyond these. And we do not offer fish within the vacuum packaging due to the potential of botulism growth. Certified food safety manager classes for those on the food safety program are at cost. The cost of the test varies from year to year, but approximate cost here is about $60. If you were to do this through your health department, it's about $125. And if you were to do the online class, that entails paying for the online class, completing the course, and then booking a test at a certified testing facility and paying for that test. So this really is a nice addition to the food safety program to be able to have this at cost. In the ARO stores, we require all department managers to have the Certified Food Protection Manager training so that everybody knows and understands the focus on food safety and the potential for illness. We have 6 team members certified to teach this class, and we can teach it in your location. We can also teach it to any others that are outside of the AFS window. For example, we taught a class in Nevada, and since there was only 1 store in that area and we required 10 or more for the class, we were able to teach the class to some of the fast food restaurants that were around town, and we also included the schools, which have to have it. So this class is a nationally accredited program that we can teach to anyone. Our loss prevention program is a structured program that includes the materials for specific detailed reviews of your front end, bookkeeping, your receiving area, and of course, center store. External apprehension training, imminent danger training, emergency response procedures, professional theft case resolution, and our investigators are all certified. Our imminent danger training is a full handout. They're very nicely done, done in colors that are inviting and attractive. It's an 8-minute train the trainer video to include imminent danger on that video, and then a talk through process. So it takes about 15 minutes to go through the imminent danger program. Those that are on the class, we would teach it any and every time we come to do a loss prevention visit to all of your team members that need this. So keep in mind, when we talk about workplace safety, OSHA requires that you teach your team members or train your team members on any type of potential response to a danger within the workplace. And this would be a danger in any workplace, and therefore is a required training. We have emergency response guideline procedures. We've changed these a little bit from the old flip charts that everyone is used to. We've turned them into posters within the departments, front end, back rooms of the stores, and we really talk to all of the situation response levels that you see here. That have to do with anything from a power failure to an active shooter situation. We also offer external apprehension training, so the stopping of shoplifters. The training that is offered is a no-touch preventative approach, where we teach the team members to offer service, offer service, offer service, and if all else fails, to apprehend the shoplifter safely. This is a look at our detailed reviews, a front-end electronic journal review. You would see the same for a bookkeeping review, a center store review, or a receiving review. And it's really just dialing into what's happening in the stores to ensure that losses are not occurring on a large level. The asset protection team is comprised of the Director of Asset Protection, Melinda Sweat. You see all the certifications that we hold within workplace safety, food safety, and loss prevention within the workplace. And with that, we have Rob Suarez, Bill Thurman, and Tammy Paffhausen, who are the asset protection and loss prevention managers. These folks work in all 8 states. Tammy is focused on the Montana area, and Rob is focused on our electronic monitoring, which is safety reviews, temperature reviews, and things like that. So again, a lot of credentials across this team, and also the Wicklander, Zalowski, and Reed integrity interviewing. This is where if you do have a team member that's causing you losses, our team can go in and very professionally talk to these folks, potentially get a higher resolution than what the store was looking for, and really work and help the store through prosecution and court documents. We also have Anna, Britt, Matt, and Hattie that are our lead loss prevention specialists, or our asset protection specialists. Every one of them is certified in Wicklander, Zalowski, and or Reed integrity interviewing. Some of them have the CPFS food safety, and they are all trained on OSHA safety. So these are the folks that visit the stores, complete the reviews, and work with your store on next steps or to better the program. I will leave this with the contact information. We offer the we offer the workplace safety program for all of your stores. If you are a single store owner and determine that you would like some information on the workplace safety program, please reach out to one of us. If you're a multiple store owner, we do require all stores to go on the safety program as the documents are shared between all of the stores. The food safety is the same way. Loss prevention, however, is different. We can do one loss prevention store and not all of the other stores if it's a multiple store owner. We also offer a discounted rate for all three. And again, if you would like some more information, please reach out.